And I will say
Yeah.
this too. When you talk about having your first experience with the real South Africa, there have been people that have come to South Africa and not used our services. And then they come back and they use our services. And then they say, I didn't see any of this when I was here the first time. I didn't know about this when I was here. And when they come on a trip with us, now they're more prepared to make the next, to think about movement. So you can come without us, but what
Sure.
you're going to have access to and see and experience won't be like when you do it by yourself. So if you want to move, coming by yourself, I'm not saying you can't do it, but just
Yeah.
be prepared for what's going to happen if
Yeah,
you're not exposed properly. So that's why
yeah.
we do what we do. That's why we do what we do.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, certainly it can be done. Obviously, there
Mhm.
have been people who have gone there and not, utilized
Yeah.
certain services.
Mhm.
But to get from point A to point B to point C and beyond, it looks very different. And kind of the barriers that you may bump up against can be very different if you decide to go with someone like yourselves who have already laid the groundwork, have laid the foundation, have built the relationships, know who you should and should not be conversing with and doing business with, and utilizing their services to get you to the point of, whether it's buying real estate for investment or buying real estate for relocating, immigration services. And I mentioned it in the very beginning about the 360 uh, services that you offered, particularly with respect to the real estate tour. I mean, it is just that every aspect of what it would require you to purchase real estate or to relocate, you provided all of the different individuals that are required in that process. And to be able to find those people on your own, yeah, you can spend a bunch of hours on Google trying to, find, but there are certain things that you wouldn't even know to ask or know that is a requirement without talking to the proper people.